a gremlin.
It looks like wiener skin. They do. They do. Sick. I couldn't touch it without thinking about that.
I know we said that the other day, but I forgot.
It looks
Yeah, it is like a walking wiener and ball sack. Like it is just those hairless cats.
Disgusting.
I know.
I couldn't do
No.
it. No, I couldn't have one of those.
You would have to name it Richard. You would have to. Are we going?
Oh, we're going? We're rolling.
Welcome to the world's okayest podcast.
AKA
Scissor Sisters. We do hair, so hence the scissoring.
I feel like people think we're very unfriendly. Is it our faces?
Books,
Movies.
hair,
Dudes.
songs,
Kids.
mom stuff.
This is what it's like to spend a day with us.
This is us.
All day. We're just raw dogging this thing.
I had a warrant out for my arrest.
I can't. You just called me a meth addict.
Suck my anxiety out of my body. We're going.
We're going. Welcome to episode 22.
Yes.
We are dirty. We sat poolside today.
Yeah.
We
My
are
hair,
unshowered.
It needs washed.
Mine does too. But
Really bad.
I just dry shampooed it.
Me too, lots. But
It's
like
terrible.
it's past the point of being
Mine
down
too. Like
with
it's,
dry shampoo.
If I did that, I shouldn't do that.
No,
No.
don't.
Anyways, like, follow, subscribe.
Yeah.
Go to TikTok and do the same.
And YouTube,
Feel like-
Spotify, all the things.
I feel like my mic is really low. No?
Raise it up.
Well, Brian just raised it. Put it down. It's
Put
fine.
it down. Okay.
Book?
Got a lot to unpack, I feel like.
This has been an eventful friggin' week.
It really has.
And we've got a lot of shit coming up.
Yeah.
So
first,
let's book really quick.
Yeah, first, a book we read a long time ago.
That was so good.
The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torre. Also, she writes under the name Alexandra Torre.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like more people have read some of her books by her
Under
full
that name?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it was the Ghostwriter. Like, I know a lot of people have read the Ghostwriter.
She wrote Tight under, isn't that Alexandra Torre? Is it under Alex?
I can't remember. This one is...
There's another one too to this. Like,
there's three.
Yeah.
I have all three of them. But I
Yeah.
haven't read all three
I
of them.
haven't read all three either.
We read it for book club, and so it says, "My life is simple as long as I follow the rules. Don't leave the apartment. Never let anyone in. Don't kill anyone. I've obeyed these rules for 3 years, but rules were made to be broken."
So she has the urge to
Just
wink
right,
people.
right.
But
And
she has enough control to know her
Yeah.
limits.
so she basically like gets food delivered to her house. She is a cam,
She's a cam
girl. So that is her job. Like she does pretty much whatever you want her to do. Like this was back in the day. Now it would probably be like an OnlyFans. But then
Something happens.
yeah,
She
one of
has
her
to-
clients or something, like she suspects him of napping a young girl or something. And so she teams up with like I think it's her UPS
yeah,
driver.
I was gonna say it's a delivery
And
guy.
then of course they have a thing, I
Yeah.
think. So it was
but she
good.
has to leave her house
Yeah.
and deal with.
Yeah. She becomes a vigilante kind of too.
She does.
So I loved it.
I loved it too. I
Yeah.
gave it 5 stars.
yes.
Back in the day when
I
we
think
read
I
it.
probably did too. It was really good.
It was good.
It was way different than anything we'd
At
ever.
that time, yes,
Yes.
we had never read like anything.
Now, would you call that
like
dark
that.
romance? Ish. It's
I would
dark,
say it's
and there is a
dipping
romance,
toes into
Okay.
dark romance,
but like a little role reversal.
yeah,
she's the one that's
she's
like-
the dark one.
Yeah.
which we always say that I want to
I
read
know.
more books where the
I know.
girl
I
is.
think that's why I liked that one so much because it was different, and I'm like, she crazy.
I know. Yeah. So it's happening right now.
I think he's trying to do some sort of live thing.
We're
so
going live. We're live.
don't speak to him; he won't answer.
You yelled
You'll
at me
get in
last
trouble.
time. when I said we were live.
We were not
I know,
live.
but you yelled at me. Stop.
No.
Cole yelled at me.
I said, you mean the camera's on. That was not a yell. I really don't ever yell. Like, my voice is
true.
very...
You're not a yeller.
No. Like, if I'm
Heard
yelling...
you yell minimal times. If I'm yelling,
I
would say
look out.
neither of us are super yellers.
Yeah, I am just not. I'm a very quiet, monotone person.
I'm not as quiet as you. I've learned that since we've podcasted because I'm always like, why the frick do I sound so damn loud?
Like, exhausting myself trying to make myself louder.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't. It's so tired.
I'm just louder. I'm just louder than you.
You're just louder.
I'm louder. I move more.
Yeah.
I'm
over here with obsessive control of...
You are OCD.
Yes.
I am ADHD.
Correct.
And it is very apparent if you watch us.
Correct. Yes.
It's weird.
Anyways, so
Anywho.
if you want to read a book that's a little different, dark, edgy, and thrilling, pick up The Girl in 6E. And then there's 2 others, and I can't remember. What
I
they're
remember
called,
the second one's a green cover.
Yeah, I know.
It's this, but like green.
Green, yeah.
That's all I remember.
I forget what they're called.
I don't remember.
It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna look it up now.
Okay, we're looking it up.
I'm gonna look it up real quick, just because it's gonna bug me if I don't.
Look it up.
The Girl in 6E.
I can't remember either. It's been too long.
Deanna Madden. That's what her name is. Like,
oh, the girl.
Yeah,
the girl in
it's
6E.
Deanna Madden #1.
Yeah.
Do Not Disturb is number
Yes.
2, and If You Dare is number 3.
Yes.
And they all have good ratings.
I know.
Lots of ratings.
I really like.
It's kind of old though. That book is 10 years old.
Oh, for real?
That's wild.
Did we read it 10 years? We probably did. Jeez.
I know I got them for Christmas a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, anyways, okay. Next.
Moving on.
Yeah. Tomorrow? No. Tuesday. I keep thinking tomorrow is Tuesday.
That's because we usually upload on the Monday,
Yes.
but it is Sunday.
Yes.
Because you have to go.
I have obligations tomorrow.
Yeah.
Going to sign Allie up for school.
Esthetician school.
I mean, like, this is our third, like, ordeal of signing up, because the first time we went, got a bunch of information, took a tour, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we enrolled online because they let you. And then they want me to come in, and I'm like, okay, why, and what do I need to bring? And basically it's to go pay an enrollment fee. But I'm like,
dumb.
can I just send you that?
Yeah. Or
Like,
pay
And
online.
Allie's already like, oh, we're going to go to Crumble Cookie. And I'm like, great. So not only am I going to have to drive to Springfield, but I'm going to gain 10 pounds from it.
You know what? I want a crumble cookie.
She said there was a cannoli cookie.
Whatever.
And so she wanted it.
Get me one.
Okay.
I'm on vacation.
I've never been.
This is my vacation.
I mean, I've
week.
had them, but I've never been.
Yeah, I've never
And
been
everything
either.
I've ever tasted from there is like loaded with crack. It's so
I know.
good.
I made those copycat crumble cookies.
Right? We've made them twice.
I made buttermilk pancake
Yeah.
copycat crumble cookies.
We made
They were
strawberry
good.
cheesecake and Oreo cheesecake, and they are both very good.
Really
They're
good.
giant pain in the ass, but they are really, really, really good.
I know. There was 800 steps making.
800 steps and 800,000 calories.
Yes. Yeah, crumble cookies are like, for one cookie is like 900 calories.
That can be a meal. I'll
That
make
is
it 2
more
meals.
than a meal.
I know.
Jesus.
I know.
That's insane.
Because
Because they're the size of a dinner plate.
I know. Then they weigh
Ridiculous.
like
Yeah,
they're
a
hefty.
brick.
They're
Brick
so
dinner
good.
plate cookie.
Yes.
You guys you can get the minis though.
I've never been. I didn't know that.
I mean, I think I see them on TikTok.
Oh.
I went down crumble cookie review, and then I went down donut review. I can't stop watching people
hungry.
eat terrible food too. Nobody's whatever.
No one wants
one's eating
to watch
healthy
you eat
food.
broccoli.
No,
No.
no one's like, let's rate these salads.
Yeah,
They're
we
like,
know what they rate.
yeah,
A 1.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just watch people eat donuts and like Buckeye brownies.
Yeah, because you can't eat them. That's
Yeah.
why.
That's why I had to go to Covell that one day.
Yeah.
Because I watched crumble cookie
Her
reviews.
cookies are pretty
Her
good,
cookies
too.
are freaking bomb. Shout out Covell
Yeah,
and her
for
awesome
real.
cookies.
They're also massive.
They
and,
are. They're like this
fancy
thick.
and
She calls them like cake cookies, though.
I agree.
They're really good.
Yeah.
I've not had the Snickerdoodle one. Life changing.
Yep.
They're so good.
The fruit pizza one.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
We got so much of her stuff for when we had Brandy's little.
Yeah, we just went in and we were
Party.
like, basically give us one of everything.
I spent $9 million. Worth it. It was
It
so
was.
good. It was all so good.
Speaking of shout outs.
Oh, yeah.
Do we look tanner?
I feel tanner. We started out tanner this time.
Oh my, look at that. I should have lotioned. I look like a lizard.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull my. I'm not going to do that.
If we were not us, we'd wear shorts and really show off
You know
Tanya's
what?
tans.
When I don't know what happens when I sit in this particular chair, but it's like my whole body is like
Play-Doh.
like
Yeah.
it spreads.
Yes.
And I'm like, do I really look that fat?
The camera
I ain't
adds 10 pounds.
I ain't wearing shorts on this podcast.
But I mean, I already had a tan,
Yeah.
but so we're gonna,
I know.
we're
We
gonna
already
shout
had
out
tans.
Tanya's spray tan business.
Yes.
It's called Pure Radiance. She's in the shop with us.
Yes.
She's doesn't do walk-in, so it's appointment only.
Yes.
But she got new stuff.
Tanning solution, a different brand.
Got it all right here because I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna
Tell
forget.
us.
So she's been there 2 years. I know people are always like nervous to get a spray tan, but
'Cause they're
if
like,
they
"I'm gonna
haven't
be
had
orange."
one before, well, a couple things. Like if they haven't ever done it before, they're worried like she's gonna, see their imperfections or judge them, and then they're always
you met
like,
us?
Tanya made me feel so comfortable. And
Yes.
so you have that. Also, you can tan naked if you want,
You
but
can.
you can also wear a bra and underwear, a bathing
Swimsuit.
suit, like whatever you want to wear.
I always just wear like bra and underwear.
Me too. And I tuck everything as small as I can
Yeah.
just to. She also has little nip pasties and little
Yes,
undies
she does.
you
She has
can.
little like
Yeah.
they look like a doctor's mask that you can.
Well,
put over
she
your
also
boobs.
has flower nip covers because
Oh, she
Alice
does?
wore them. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. But
No, me either.
ain't nobody seeing my boobs that up close.
So her brand,
Cole.
she was using like the
Like
Norvell
Norvell.
and all that, which it was fine. But she switched to something called Sholy Luxe, and it has violet, so you're not orange.
Yes, no, we don't. This. Looks
I was gonna
really
say
natural.
I like the tone of this one way better than any other spray tan I've gotten,
me as well.
and something about it doesn't stink
I know.
as bad as all the others. Like
I
Ramsey
know.
literally sniffed me last night, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "You don't smell spray tanny like you normally do." I'm like, "That's because
Good.
she uses
Yeah,
new
she used
stuff."
New stuff.
And the thing that I really like about this one is it has additives. So there's scents. There's CBD, which is for like joint pain and skin tone evening, blah, blah, blah.
Isn't there a firming one?
Yeah, restore, balance, moderate to severe skin conditions, manage muscle and joint pain, shimmer drops. She does free touch-ups the next day if you need it.
Yeah.
And I think I'd go out on a limb here and say she has the best spray tan prices for
Lebanon.
and for like what she for product.
Yeah, I would
So-
agree. I would agree.
So you can book on her website, which is pureradiance417.com or Instagram at pureradiance417. And she's our favorite spray tan lady. She's our in-house spray tan
She
lady.
is. And I did rapid this time
Yes.
because normally you have to let it sit for like 8 hours or
something like that. Yeah.
This you only have to let it sit for 3. And I wanted to walk yesterday and I knew I'd get sweaty.
Yeah.
So I did the rapid. So I'm getting another
Yeah.
one before we leave for Florida. But I was surprised at how dark I got with the rapid.
I haven't ever done the rapid. I just slept in mine, and actually, no, I washed it late last night.
I washed mine last
And then
night.
I did the pool all day today.
I mean, yeah,
but
same.
It's still
tanning.
And like my hands usually with the old stuff with the Norvell,
Okay,
my hands and feet looked dirty.
This is color. This is not spray tan. This is
I
color.
saw that today and I knew it was color.
Yeah, but like sometimes it gets splotchy
Yeah.
around my, even with the barrier cream, but this literally did not.
Yeah, this is like the
supernatural.
best. Yeah.
Not supernatural, but super
natural looking. All right.
Anyways, so,
yeah. If you
yeah.
need a spray tan, want to
Go to
spray
Tanya.
tan, stay out of the tanning beds. They're not good for
No,
you.
skin cancer.
Yeah.
No skin cancer for us.
Mm-mm.
I don't think this gives.
And aging. Like,
yeah, ew, that's
I
a
am
big
now
thing.
in
You're
the
to
time
point
of
where
my
you're-
life where I'm like,
preventing.
I'm like the
Preventative.
Botox, the moisturizers and the micro needling.
Yes, I gotta adjust. Yeah.
Like, anyways,
Yeah. So yes, spray
Yeah.
tans. Tanya,
get
we
them.
got a spray tan because Tuesday, which is where we were going originally, is
The Beach Boys. It's time. I got 3 concerts in 3 weeks, and I'm already like,
dreading it.
what have I done?
I know. I don't have 3. We went to one a couple weekends ago. Well, we've talked about it. And then I have this one. And I leave for Florida Friday. Thank the Lord.
It's a busy,
It's a
busy
week.
time.
But I'm super excited to see the Beach Boys. We're probably going to be the youngest humans there.
That's all right. I'm going to
be
spend so much
rocking.
money at the merch tent.
Me too.
Like, it's my
I
favorite
know.
thing at concerts.
I know. Love it.
What now?
I don't know. There is a lot to cover. So should
Let's
we just
get her done.
jump right
Yeah,
in?
pick one.
Trump took a bullet to the ear hole.
Okay, yeah, he did. You know what disturbs me the most? That I was like, oh, like we're friggin' desensitized.
That
like,
disturbs me a little bit. I almost cried.
oh, I didn't.
I
was
did.
not surprised.
Okay, back up. I
Like-
don't know if I was surprised,
And I'm not, and
but
I am
just
saying this like I am not a Trump fan.
I am not
Do
a-
I want him to take a bullet? No. No. Like I don't want anyone, maybe my like mortal enemies, but
maybe
it's
if
not
you've
Trump.
killed someone.
Right. So I have many things. Like I will say the shit that went down at the Capitol disturbed me a lot more than
Not me.
it did me because, like, I am just shocked nobody has made an attempt on a president's life before now.
Since like the 80s, since Reagan.
No, since like yes, but like really, I expected it with Obama.
I mean, I think the last few years, I would agree. Like, I'm shocked.
That's
but
what
I
I'm
did
saying.
see a TikTok that said there have been numerous attempts on numerous
Oh,
presidents.
and we
they
just
just
don't
keep
know
them
about
from
it.
the public. But this one they
Okay.
could not because it was literally
So
caught
that's another
immediately
thing.
on
That's
camera.
another thing I want, like that I have questions about. So like. Shout out to the Secret Service for like immediately
They were
like
on
that was
top
and
of
did you
it.
see the chick Secret Service?
Yeah,
there was
there
like
was
3
a
of them, and I'm
fucking
like, that's
TikTok
so cool.
about how they needed to ditch the women's Secret Service, and I almost lost my shit.
yeah,
I thought
why?
they did because one of them like adjusted her sunglasses.
Oh well, Trump
one
was
of
like, "Let me
them-
get my shoes. Let me get my shoes."
I'm
And
just
I'm
like,
get
are
your
you-
ass out of there.
I
Like
am
what?
confused about. Like I thought the women and men. Like
yeah.
who gives a shit?
Right, I don't.
I thought they did awesome.
I agree.
I know there's lots of conspiracy
But-
theories happening right now, but
what
whatever.
the hell happened? Like who, where, who dropped? The ball was dropped.
I agree.
Like,
The fact that it
there's
was
a 20-year-old kid on the roof 500 feet away.
and there's been rumors people were like, yo, dudes, like, what's this
I
guy
know.
doing? And they were like,
Yeah.
don't do anything
Yeah,
yet. I
yeah.
don't know if any of that
I know.
is
Well,
true.
I saw the
It's-
interview where the guy was like,
I
we were
told-
pointing at him
I know,
for
I
like
saw
2 or
that
3
guy, too.
minutes. And
I know. I'm trying like not to be a conspiracy theorist about any of this,
yeah.
but like, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard everything from like it's an inside job to it's a PR stunt to whatever. But I'm like,
I have too.
People died. Like two.
I know.
A guy died and one got injured.
That's
Trump
another
got injured.
thing. I'm
and
like, whoa, okay, so that's one thing that God, how do you say it? Like, let me see what it was where I saw some wordage that I was like, agree.
I don't know. I think like it's kind of terrifying. Like this should be the point where collectively we're like, holy shit, this all has gone way fucking too far.
It should be.
And this should be the come together moment, no matter where you fall politically.
Kind of like 9/11.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not.
No, this is the moment that really drives it home for me. That's like the political extremism has gone way too far, and it's like past the point of no return.
I agree, but
I don't feel that way. But like, I mean, I am not like a political extremist.
Neither of
us
are.
I feel like,
but I'm it's both. It's both sides of the aisle. But like, I don't give a shit who you want to vote for. Like, this isn't okay.
Someone said, I'm begging you all to care like this when it's a third grade classroom instead of an ear.
But I don't really know what that means because who doesn't care? And is this a gun control argument?
I think it's a gun control argument.
We will disagree with gun control arguments.
Probably.
Pennsylvania has some of the tightest gun control laws in the U.S., and it happened in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Like, guns are not the problem. People are the fucking problem.
People are the problem, yes. However, and I know people are always going to get their hands on weapons, whether they're legally allowed to or not, which they haven't came out and said, because I've looked, if the guy legally obtained the weapon. Because
I haven't.
They haven't said yet. Like, I'm sure it will come out. And it doesn't matter whether he legally obtained it or he didn't, but like, it is going to fuel fires on both sides because it is kind of effed up that he can join the military. He can vote. He can't legally buy alcohol or cigarettes, but he can own a firearm of that magnitude, I guess.
Because it's 18. You have to be 18 to purchase a firearm.
I mean, I guess it depends on, I don't know if it changes state to state, but like, he was only a 20-year-old kid. Like, I mean, 20 is an adult, but like, that's also a kid. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
I know. I knew the gun argument would come into play.
Right.
And
that's what I think they're saying, though, when they're like, I guess, okay, how do you say it? So it's a Republican rally.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like pro gun, more guns, give guns to the teachers. And then something like that happened at an event like that. And so then I think it just comes down, like how they're like, bringing the school thing into it, is they're like, so upset that he got grazed in the ear when mass school shootings happen quite frequently.
But I don't think people aren't upset about mass shootings. I've never seen...
I think people get upset, but I don't think they have tried to change it. I think the way it maybe should be changed, they're not willing to recognize, like, hey, maybe we should try a little bit stricter and see what happens. Like, they haven't done it yet, so
they've passed
never
some
know.
things. And like, I know they're trying to make like bump stocks illegal, which I'm like, I'm fine with that. Who needs a fucking bump stock?
I guess.
But if you're going to go shoot up a school,
you're
already breaking the law.
Right.
That is, I think
maybe if they made shit harder to obtain, or
maybe,
I don't know. I don't think that's the root of the issue. It's the humans.
Not. It's fucking mental health issues.
Yes, which I'm can we maybe put a little bit more emphasis on mental fucking health? But I'm also,
I agree with that.
When I say stricter gun control, like, those people shouldn't have those weapons. And like, how do we...
I agree, but that's the thing is, like, this kid, I mean, you can't ban someone from getting a gun until they do something, and that's the hard part with anything.
I mean, like I don't know, and I don't want to say like if you're in therapy you can't have a gun, but like
no, because that's a slippery slope.
Yes, I know, because I'm like in that case I shouldn't have a gun, right? Like
I don't know. That's why I like Kennedy, is because he is very focused on...
I do think the election is over.
Oh, I said it. That was the literal first thing out of my mouth when it happened. I was like, well, they just solidified Trump being the president.
Between all the slippery slope shit with Biden and then him, like he's coming out a martyr now. Like
I mean, I don't think he's... I wouldn't call him a martyr.
Well, they have.
I mean, I know, but like, it's not like he did it. I don't care what anybody fucking says.
Okay, but you have to admit the man understands theater. Like he will use this.
I would too. And he looked like a fucking badass. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care who you are, but he got up after he got shot in the ear and was like, yeah, if that doesn't rile up American people, I don't know what will. It isn't Biden being like, ooh, President fucking Putin over here. I mean, Zelensky, he is, it's gone. It's done.
I know.
He's out.
I don't
I mean,
know.
if the Democrats want to get somebody else, they need to do it. And
it's
pussyfooting around
mess is what it is.
And Biden already said, like, I'm not stepping down. Oh, okay. And then this happened. You're fucked.
Yeah, it's
so I am not like a huge Trump supporter. You know that.
Right.
I'm a Kennedy supporter, and I would vote for Kennedy, even though I know it will make literal zero difference.
Yeah,
and I really like Kennedy, but I'm positive Trump's going to win. At this point.
Too.
Like it's.
Right.
Let's just go ahead and have the election.
Might as well just get it over
with.
Like all the shit that's gonna rain down either way. Let's just.
I agree.
Let's just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
you've won.
I will hang my Trump 2024 flag apparently in my lawn like my neighbors.
Put your American flag upside down.
Yeah. Fuck.
I mean, whatever. I'm not that worried about Trump getting in again. I think people are like doing the same stuff they did with Obama on our side. They're fear-mongering all of it.
It's always a huge fear-monger thing.
And then 4 years passes, and like the economy may suck sometimes, but we all make it out the other side, and like it is what it is.
I know.
We've had this conversation. Like everybody gets so up in arms. Either way, Obama, Republicans were like, oh, he's the Antichrist. He's taking this nation down the whatever.
Martial law.
And then we had 8 years of Obama, and like
that's why
our day-to-day lives didn't change that much.
Right. The scariest thing for me, though, was definitely watching what happened at the Capitol versus an assassination attempt. Like
that is wild to me. What happened at the Capitol? I was like. I mean, I don't think it was right, but it wasn't that crazy to me. It wasn't any crazier than all the protests in the streets that happened where they're burning shit down. It was just more of the same.
Yeah, I guess.
But watching someone almost get shot in the head, a presidential candidate, doesn't rile you up?
It didn't shock me like the other.
I mean, I don't know if I would say shocked me because
like when I heard about it, I was like, oh, I'm shocked it hasn't happened before now. I mean, and not just with him. I mean,
any president that we've had in the controversial years we've had.
Obama,
I agree.
Biden,
I will
and
agree
Trump.
With that.
I'm shocked it hasn't happened thus far, or at least where we could see it.
Yes,
so,
I agree with that.
That's all.
I don't know. Like people are crazy at this point. Like,
I mean,
people being like, oh, dang, they missed. Oh,
yeah.
Well, I don't care who you want to vote. What the fuck, people?
No.
That's insanity.
Like, if you want to take a shot at my ex-husband,
that one I'd support because he tortured a child. Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't know either. It's just our country is.
It feels yucky.
All of it. The whole.
Yes.
This year.
Yeah.
Everything. I'll agree with that. It all feels yucky.
It does.
Speaking of feeling yucky,
okay,
let's move on from this subject,
please,
because we could probably debate all day.
And I don't want to have a whole political debate because we
already did.
We can do that on our own time when we're not.
I don't want to do that on our own
sharing
time
with the masses.
Yeah. So I have a 2-point conversation.
Okay.
And it kind of goes, I mean, it's not political, but it kind of goes along with the, like, as a fucking country, we've all kind of gone, we're desensitized. That's
correct.
a good word.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Wade Wilson. I've sent you a video of Wade Wilson. It's not really about Wade Wilson
people,
where
if you
I'm
don't
going.
know who Wade Wilson is, good luck Googling, because I was Googling last night and that's Deadpool's name. Like, his name is Wade Wilson. So,
well, he's
it was
murderer from
he's
Florida.
A murderer.
He's a murderer.
Yeah. He got the death penalty.
I know. He did, which he
because he
deserves.
no remorse murdered
like
2 women,
murdered,
2
brutally
women, like,
unalived.
maybe ran them over repeatedly.
Said he ran one over until she looked like spaghetti.
Okay,
Sick. Here's where I'm going with this, though. I have 2 points.
Okay,
I'll go with this one first.
Okay,
women. Which this is not a new like phenomenon,
right? They're sexualizing him.
Yes. And I will say, like, if you take away his racist tats and what he did, he is attractive. But even knowing what he did and the way he is in court, women are like,
oh yeah, the comments they're like, oh, I can fix him.
Yeah, I'll be his next. Like,
Daddy Wade Wilson. Yeah, no.
Anyways, so my question is, this is like straight out of book talk, dark romance. This is what all the, only maybe not the dark romance, like morally gray men don't do this to the
right.
women.
That's what I saw. One that was like, our book talk men would never.
Yes, but it's that. So here's where I'm going with this. Do you think? Because a lot of the women are book talk women. Do you think what we read, watch, listen to is really like warping our reality, desensitizing us, making us,
for some, yes,
be like, like, because I really think some of these women out here, it's like they did it with Ted Bundy though too.
Yes,
like, you remember all
these
women,
which I'm like he is not attractive. No. I'm like Zac Efron, Ted Bundy. Okay,
yeah,
Ted Bundy. No,
same. The Menendez,
the Menendez brothers.
Yeah, women did it with them,
and the Aaron Hernandez, the football player that went nutso or something.
Yeah.
Like, he is also attractive, but I mean, it's all like it's happening both sides though, because like it's kind of the same thing with Gypsy Rose, like. Yeah. Or any female that's attractive, or I guess not attractive, in prison that's a public, like, out there.
That's where my next one
information
was,
is people are writing them letters and like trying to be their pen pal, and then
it's bizarre. And I'm like, they did that with like Columbine. You know, everybody wanted to blame Marilyn Manson because his boys were listening, and I'm like, and they've said it for. You know, video games, like violent video games make all the teenage boys like they can't distinguish.
Okay, no, I think you already have an issue.
I mean, yes.
And then the books, the video games, whatever, it feeds your issue. But I don't think it really has anything to do with those. Like, I think if you took that book or that video game style away from those people,
they would still be cuckoo.
Something would still...
like push them to those. I just think it's weird, the Wade Wilson thing, because it's a lot of women. It's a lot of women.
It is, because book talk's gotten popular. Dark romance has gotten
very popular. But then I'm like,
they like the theme, the undertones of it all. But then and he
just say it. It's fine.
He did have like a glow up in prison, minus the Nazi tattoos. You know, the skull.
I agree.
Like the skull that
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay,
like a little cuter,
he did.
more attractive.
Yes,
if he didn't unalive women.
Yes, same. So here's my next point: is if he was Billy Bob Hoo-Ha from Deliverance, not a single woman would want him.
No, they'd all be disgusted.
Yeah, so pretty privilege.
Yeah, It's a thing.
It is a thing.
Right.
Which I'm like, I feel like people are like, no. Yes,
I'll
it
tell
is.
you, pretty privilege didn't do shit for me when I got arrested with the drugs. Like, so maybe I wasn't maybe I wasn't pretty, but
You didn't have pretty privilege.
no, but it was.
But
like
I'm like, yeah. But no, because
It's
he's
totally
like
a thing.
6'6" and
Yeah.
tatted and
And
big,
yeah.
and he's
His
got his
slicked
slick
back
back, dark hair.
and-
It doesn't matter what he did.
yeah,
And I would put money. Half those women would still be like, I'll get in that car with you.
no,
It's weird.
it is.
I mean, it's sick.
It is.
It's I mean,
Like,
I
it's
can
one thing-
objectively look at him and be like, yeah, he's good looking.
yeah, it's one thing like for us to joke about it.
yes,
I think,
which we.
And
I mean,
I'm
I don't
sure
want to say
some of those
joke about. We
right.
didn't joke about what he did.
No,
We
no,
jo-
no, no, no,
that's
no.
gross.
Yes, but like the prison glow up thing,
Yes.
like,
Whatever.
but, and I'm sure some of those women in the comments are also joking, but
yeah.
like, come on,
I know I would never put that on social media. Though.
No.
Like it's what like as we are right now. Whoops.
yes, well, but I'm not being like,
no.
oh yeah, blah, no,
Be his next victim.
no,
Sick.
yeah, disgusting. I'd take him out just like the rest of them. So
Yeah,
I don't care how
same.
cute you are.
I don't know. He's pretty large. He's large. He's a large man. He would kill us. He would definitely murder us.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, like, overpower me, yes.
Yeah.
But, like, I had weapons and he had nothing.
That's true. I'd put a bullet in his head.
Oh, yeah.
Can you say that on live?
Probably not.
Live TV? We're not on live TV.
No, I don't know.
We're
not.
We just
Okay,
won't put that
right.
clip out on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Oh, my God. Anyways.
There's some crazy
okay, was
subjects
that
happening.
your 2 points? Because
Yeah,
I
just
got
that,
a thing, like, kind of going
Okay,
into
go.
this.
Those were my
like,
2 points, like pretty privilege and like the influence, like dark
no,
romance
I don't
and book
think,
talk are.
No.
You don't even think for these women who are reading it that normally, like, had they never touched this, would be like, ew, a murderer. But now the dark romance books are like.
No.
I say this as someone who reads dark
right,
romance
I know.
all the time.
And who's, I question. But
my sanity.
yes.
Yeah.
But I still think that whether they maybe never picked that up, it's still in there somewhere.
I mean,
like,
that's true. It's always been in my brain too. We've had this
So-
conversation. I'm a villain girl.
yeah, I don't think it.
But I would
no.
never in real life. Like I
Right.
know,
No, I know.
Like I can distinguish between like it's a book, it's a movie, and he's a hot guy.
Yeah.
Between like
He did
literally
unalive women.
2 women
and is on death row
and has like dead eyes. Like
Yeah.
and he would do it to me as well.
none
And I cannot
remorse.
change him.
Right?
That's what
No,
I'm saying.
no, no.
Okay, what's your next one?
Dating for anyone really, but like I thought it
this
was
day and
just
age.
adult dating. Like, I mean, I'm not dating because I'm married, but I'm
would hope
like
not.
I know single adults that I'm like, ew,
I mean,
like sucky. Like if anything were to happen to me and Ramsey or whatever, I'm
Outsies.
I will be like what like asexual. Like I'm just.
like a frog.
Yeah, I'm just here with my cats.
I would just I would Anna Nicole Smith it. Mm-hmm. Find an old dude with
No.
some money.
No.
I'll wait till he. That's what I do.
No. Ain't nobody got time for that. No. I'll be by myself.
Yeah.
But it's not just the adults but bringing up the whole mental health thing. The world is getting scary out there.
Scary. I agree. I totally agree.
It's the teenagers.
crazy.
It's the young adult dating as well. So
everybody dating.
Yeah.
All the dating.
Allie got dumped a while ago. It was
Yeah,
awful.
sad-
like no
sad
one's
day.
probably ever gonna live up to the first.
You had a
one. Like,
dean.
I did.
You had
He
a
was
dean.
great.
First boyfriend dean.
So she's talked to a guy. Well, they were talking like, but they had their conversation like early on. Like, I don't want to be anything like
Nothing serious.
Right. No titles. Like, just
because both of them kind of had plans
it
for
had plans
life.
and
They're
had
done
both gotten out of a like
serious.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So they had like, because I'm telling her like, just don't do this, because I'm not telling you not to talk to him. I'm telling you, make sure you're
slow.
taking it slow. And
Yeah.
she's like, I know, we've already had that conversation. I'm like, oh, good. You guys are on the same page. Yep. Fast forward approximately 5 to 7 days.
5 to 7
5 to
business
7
days.
no 5 to 7 actual days. He wants her to be his girlfriend. And she's like, I don't
Maybe not
like
yet.
yeah, like
Not
I
ready.
am instant madness from this boy.
Okay. Go on.
Like, red flag number
Yeah.
1.
Oh,
like,
he also pulled the like, I was in love with you.
oh,
You
yeah.
didn't even, I was
Yeah.
going to tell you.
Yeah. Well, so yes. So
Yeah, red
he's
flag.
mad at her because well, I'm like, you probably bruised his ego. Like, because
Definitely.
it sucks to like, you know, be like, well, I want you to be my girlfriend. And then the girl be like, no, which I'm like, I guess I could understand a little bit more if you guys hadn't had the conversation.
Yeah. I don't.
And then start in with we got the N-word from the kid.
He called her the B
No,
word.
yeah, he called her a bitch, and yeah, then he's like, so after he flies off the handle, he's like, hope you know I was actually in love with you. And I was like, it's been a
5
week.
days.
What
Sick.
on earth?
Yeah, no.
And so I'm like, abort.
Abort mission.
Abort. Like, back
Agreed.
it up.
Yeah. Back it up,
And
Terry.
she did. Like, thank
Thank
God
God.
she listens to me. But I'm just like, what?
I don't know. We literally had this
This is
conversation.
going to be a rough go out here, like for people.
Well, I think I was telling Cole, and that's what started us about Allie's situation. But then I was telling him, I've told you, that Facebook group. I won't say
Yes,
the group because
right.
you'll get booted.
Yeah.
But it's a group where it is women, and a lot of the women are putting out, it's women who are dating in
Yes,
our area. And
right.
they're like, this guy was giving me real bad vibes, or this guy said this. I can't tell you. The majority of the posts are men finding women on whatever datey sites they have now. And they're like, hey, and they talk normal for a minute, and then they're like, damn,
Wiener
I want to
pic.
put it in you. And
Yeah.
the girl's like, dude, like, no, thank you. And then they're like, just kidding. You're a bitch and ugly and fat.
Yeah, I know. It's wild. Like,
What? That is what the majority of them do. And it is mind-boggling. I asked Cole, I'm like, why do you guys all do that? I mean, Cole doesn't do that,
Right,
obviously.
right.
But I'm like, why is that the response to like, and most of the women are pretty like that's way too early to be talking like that.
yeah.
Or like, I'm not interested in sex with you yet. Immediate anger. You're
Well,
a
that's
bitch.
what
You're
I'm
a see you
saying.
next
I'm
Tuesday.
like,
You're a
okay.
psycho.
So before things escalated with this guy, she was like, do you want to talk about it? And he was like, nope. I'm like, But I'm like, can you imagine if she would have said, yeah, I'll be your girlfriend, and then another week passes and he's like, pressure. Like, he's clearly a boy that can't be told no.
Clearly, which is a problem.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
That is a lot of them, though. Like, I just think, not that there's not women who are like
no, I
Looney
know.
Tune
Yes,
in relationships
correct.
too. I don't want to like
I
bash
can
them
only
in.
speak from
But-
the female
but
point
yes,
of view,
me
and like
too.
now I
And
have a
that is-
daughter, and
yeah.
so like you're gonna have it both because you've got a son and a
got
daughter.
both. That sucks.
And so I think, I mean, there's gonna be some crazy chicks that Carter dates, but
Probably. I am more worried about Crosby coming up in the dating world, though.
But that also reminds me, like, it was kind of funny when I started to, okay, so we're for book club, which I need you to read the book.
know.
It's Ask for Andrea, which we'll talk about it after we read it. But it's so good. I'm blowing through it. I have like 60 pages left. But It's a guy that unalives women that he meets on these dating sites. But it also is like, if he goes on a date with them and they like know they get this bad vibe, and so he doesn't get to do what he wants to them or with them or unalive them, he immediately, like, he's figured out how to work the system. Like, he will block them and report them and say that they made him uncomfortable. Yeah.
Oh.
Because then it like basically kicks them off the app without, like, the only way to get back on the app is by having like a joint interview or whatever. And so like before they can report him, he is
reports
saying,
them.
yeah. But like at
That
first,
tracks.
like page 4 of the book, I see something that reminded me of the kid that this just happened
You
to.
showed me.
So I
You're like, holy
send
shit,
a picture
man.
to Allie, and then like a few more pages, there's something else, and then a few more pages, there was something else, and then I was like, then he's talking to a girl named Allie, and so I was like,
I
okay,
am done.
this was a giant sign.
Yeah.
Like, ew.
Yeah. Ew.
So yeah, ew. So yeah, I just am like,
I'm telling you,
It's
dating
yeah.
in the 2020s.
people got these unchecked mental disorders, and they're just flying them around. Like,
I know. I would be terrified. I would be terrified I'd get murdered. I'd be terrified they'd touch my kids. I'd be terrified they'd freaking, like, I don't know.
hurt your dog. Like, who knows?
Yeah, everybody's crazy. Everybody. You can't trust anybody. Nobody.
Right. Correct.
It's terrifying.
It is.
It's terrifying that this is the world we live in, and our children are. This is the world we're leaving our children in. I don't want to do it anymore.
I'm just glad she
A
listens
commune
to
looks
me.
better every
Yes,
day.
Yeah. Glad she listens to me, and we're open and we talk about it, because I feel like
know.
had we not talked about it repeatedly that week, she would have felt pressured to say okay, because
She even said that.
yes,
Like, she was
even
like, I'm
after
kinda
she was
wanting
like
to,
basically told him no, then he like, you know, shunned her and like made her aware that he was mad. Then she was like, well, I should have just said yes. Or like, I kind of want to, yes.
Like,
I know.
I should have said yes to appease him.
I know, and
No,
that's why
no,
I'm like,
no.
just hang tight, be
Yeah.
strong, because then
He'll show
an
his
hour
true
later he
colors.
was like, bitch.
Yeah, you're a bitch.
And so I'm like,
you're a
can
mean
you
girl.
imagine?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
don't
she
know.
had his hoodie though, and so he was like,
yes.
put it in the mailbox so you don't have to see me. And so the next day I was like, text him and say, your hoodie's in the mailbox, bitch.
she didn't. Did
She did not, but I'm like, give me your
Oh,
phone.
I'm gonna text him.
Yeah, tell him your mom said,
Yeah.
hoodie's in the mailbox, bitch.
Bitch.
Anyways, that
Yeah.
was all.
No, thank
that was all
you.
for me. I'm just
No,
like,
thank you to the dating pool. I mean, I agree. If something ever happened to Cole or whatever, I would be out. I would just
yeah, I'm like, I'm good. I'm fine. I'll get another cat.
hard pass. You got a cat.
I did. So Pinterest is ruining my life.
Mine too.
Like,
I mean, not
I
really.
don't know if everyone's still on Pinterest. Like, I'm on Pinterest,
I
but
think
like,
we might be the last. No, there's tons
are we
of
like the
people
only
on
two people
Pinterest.
left on Pinterest?
No, but I definitely see people being like, it's like a boomer thing, even though we're not boomers.
Yeah, well, me and my
But-
mom are over here on Pinterest.
I'm on
and
Pinterest. That's what I do when
I know.
I'm TikToked out. I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm going to look
I
on
know.
Pinterest,
When I'm
see what I can
Facebooked out-
bake, redecorate.
Yeah, well, it's already feeding me like
Halloween.
because you know I haven't clicked on it because I'm like, don't
Don't click on it. Don't even look at
affect
it.
my Pinterest.
It reads
feed.
your retinas.
Yeah,
Your-
it's like,
your pupils
oh,
dilate,
Yeah,
and
it
it's
sees
like, oh,
Halloween,
dang.
and I'm like, whoa. Yeah. So
it knows.
the other day I was like, I'm painting my kitchen cabinets dark, and I'm getting a cat. And I think I left work that day and got a black cat.
You were maybe having like a psychotic episode that
I don't
day.
know. I really like
'Cause
this
you were
little
like,
cat.
Just out of the blue, you're like,
It
I'm
wasn't-
getting a fucking black cat today.
It
and I
wasn't
was
out
like,
of the blue. It was out of the blue for you. It's been floating around in my brain
for
for days.
3 days.
Yeah. Well, The cats are way easier than dogs, so I don't
give you that.
I don't
that cat
feel
is cute though.
it is really
I
cute.
held
And
him today.
we're calling it Salem, and sometimes we're calling it Binks.
I know that was my two.
I know. It was funny because me and Allie had just said Salem or Binks, and then I read your text and it's like, better be Salem or Binks.
I know. I'm going to kick that cat if it wasn't Salem or Binks.
So, yeah, I've already
cute.
watched Hocus Pocus and Practical Magic.
We watched Hocus Pocus this morning, and let me just say,
August. I mean, July.
It is.
It is July.
It was not my idea to watch Hocus Pocus.
It
but
was mine.
My daughter, she is me.
Yeah, I know.
And she just wakes up and is like,
it's a feeling that starts creeping in my soul.
That's
about
what I
this time of
said.
year. I mean, I know.
I know. I usually decorate for Halloween. Like, I give it till school starts. And then I'm like, game fucking on.
It used to be like later in September for me, but now I'm like September
August.
1. September 1, I'm putting that shit
Yeah.
up if it makes it. And that's only because I have a child's birthday at the end of August at my house.
I was going to say, every year you're like, I have to wait till Ger's birthday party is over.
I do.
Which mine are both September, but we always do parties at my grandparents' house. So I'm like, shit, I don't got to wait.
Yeah.
I'm putting that shit up. Usually I do it.
I mean, like I care that everyone comes to my house. I'm like, yeah, I'm
they
openly
wouldn't be
fucking weird.
surprised.
Like, I just am.
I always wait till school starts because then I have I can take several days where both children are at their respective locations.
Yes, because it's
bask
not like
in my Halloween decor alone.
Yes, I know.
And
sweating.
Well,
because you know.
Well, you know what? This weather this week has been bullshit for July.
That is what
the
I'm
problem.
saying.
I know.
I was like,
Tuesday,
it's rainy and dark and
cold.
nearly cold.
It was
Somebody
like
stopped me from
68
going
and raining Tuesday, and I was like,
and I brought home a black cat that day. So
you did bring home a black cat.
Yeah.
Yes, he is really cute though. He's
I am
so
happy with
tiny.
my decision.
Cole ruins my life. Cole's deathly allergic to cats. Like,
can't he just take a medication or something?
I mean, he does.
Can he take more?
Maybe. I don't know.
Just get one and bring it home and keep it like where he doesn't know it's there. Just test it.
I don't need to test it.
Test it and
If
see.
he sits in your house, I watch his eyes be like, swell up, get red, and he's like, I can't breathe, I gotta go home.
It reminds me in Cobra Kai when he's like, we don't have any of those peanut allergies or any of that other made up bullshit. And they're like, that's real allergies.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cole's is real. He's allergic to numerous animals.
Boo.
I know.
Get a hypoallergenic cat. Do they have those?
Do they
a little
make a
curly haired cat.
Are Maine Coons hypoallergenic?
Oh, hell no.
They got lots of hair, don't
Lots. Like a
Can't
chest
some
full.
like animal person engineer a hypoallergenic cat?
Yeah, I think
We've
it's
done
that
it with
hairless.
dogs.
I think
That's
it's
not
that
a cat.
hairless cat.
That's not a
That's
cat.
a demon.
Yeah.
That's a gremlin.
It looks like wiener skin. They do. They do. Sick. I couldn't touch it without thinking about that.
I know. We said that the other day, but I forgot.
It looks, no.
Yeah, it is like a walking wiener and ball sack. Like, it is just those hairless cats.
Disgusting.
I know.
I couldn't do
No.
it. No, I couldn't have one of those. And
You would have to name it Richard. You would have to.
I totally would. I couldn't do it. I've read that those still have
The dander, I know.
which is what
right,
I think
that
everybody
he's allergic to.
that
Right. It's not
is
just the
allergic-
hair.
Yeah,
Wiener cats.
wiener cats. Those
Yeah.
wiener cats.
Not to be confused with cat wieners.
No,
Right.
hairless wiener cats.
Yes.
Terrible invention. I don't know where they came. They're like Egyptian, right?
I don't
That's
know.
what you see on all the.
They're fugly.
Speaking of animals, have you seen on TikTok the animal debate that's happening that's just like taken off on this cray-cray tangent?
No.
So it started with a girl, I'll condense all of this,
Good.
saying she has small children, like a baby and a toddler, and like 3 dogs. And she was kind of joking, but I totally get her sentiment. She said, I don't wish death upon my animals, but I can't wait for the day I don't have toddlers and dogs in my house.
I have had,
and
I've
I have
been
had
there,
that
done
exact. Yeah, I think. But then people begin to stitch it, and we're like, "Oh my God, you're so dumb." And she made another video that was like, I don't know exactly what people said, but she was like, I'm not going to lay my life down for a pet, for an animal.
Right.
And people lost it.
I think, okay, so
Lost
on that,
it.
would I? No.
Me either.
Even without kids, would I?
No.
No.
Me either. I'm
Do
sorry.
I know some people that don't have kids that possibly would? And yes, I think I do. And is that okay? Sure, fine.
them.
Like, that's your decision. Would I know? Like, I do a lot of stupid shit for my pets.
Same.
And I am, you can ask anyone, I'm always like, don't the cat out.
I know. You said that today.
I know. Or like my dogs escape through the fence and I'm like, someone's going to dog nap them.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, but like your house is on fire. You've pulled your children out, but your dog is inside.
oh, I'm going to try to go back in for my pets.
No.
Not at the risk of my life.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
If
That's
I think I can
there
get
were
in
people
and get
posting articles that were like, man dies trying to save dog from house fire.
Now,
Man dies
like,
saving dog from frozen pond. I would try.
Yeah. Yes. When the tornado sirens go off, we grab all our pets
Same.
and get to the
I
basement.
grab Loki and I pull Lenny away from the window.
But there was the time, like there's been a few times we can't find Allie's stupid cat and we get to the basement and she's like, I can't find Elle. And I'm like, she'll be all right.
She'll have to deal with it later.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
house fire. I'm like,
people
I've
were
had that
like-
thought where I'm like, if my whole home is engulfed in flames,
are you going to get your dog?
No,
like,
because
your
they're
kids
probably
are
already
safe.
gone.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but like
at
if
the
it's not
expense of-
engulfed,
Well, yeah,
and
I
there's
get that.
flammage, I'll go in.
but I'm like, if you knew going in, you were literally risking your literal life.
No, I'm not leaving my kids to be raised by my dog
Yeah,
no.
that's what I'm saying. It's
my cat.
a little bit crazy.
or my frogs.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't either. It's
No.
just, it's a,
Yeah.
not gonna do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I
no.
would do a lot for mine too. I've
Right.
done the literal dumbest things for my stupid dogs.
Yep.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like, we had a house fire. Dobby was in it, and he wasn't in it. We
Right.
got him out.
Right. Yeah,
And
it was
actually-
a priority. Like,
Yes, Cole went back in and was like, Dobby.
Yeah. Then we were like, get out the Harry Potter books. Get
out the Christmas
pictures.
presents.
Yeah, because it was Christmas. But yeah, like
And then
if,
the
if
fire
you can
department
go
was
in
like,
for
get
things,
the F out. Are
Yeah.
you people stupid?
But then they were passing stuff out the window,
were.
stuff that you were like, well, could you get that? Because it was like, burning. They were trying to get it, but like couldn't. But all this shit was still not on fire. So yeah, they're poking it out the.
It was all ruined.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have things, but I can't have them in my house now because
they
it still
stink.
smells like smoke.
Yeah.
And we paid $6,000 to get shit to
Unsmokified.
not smell like smoke.
Yeah.
And guess what?
It did
Paul
nothing.
Davis,
Yeah.
you didn't do it.
No,
didn't
that
work.
that was I don't know what
It's
they
terrible.
did.
Nothing. I don't think.
But I think they just Febrezed everything and then
Like,
was like,
here you
here you go.
go.
That'll be $6,000.
That's pretty sure what they did.
Yeah.
Because everything still smelled like smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Still, to this day, I saved my books because I'm a psychopath.
Yeah, same.
But to this day, the books that I have that were in the fire
Yeah. Stinky.
smell like a
I know.
campfire.
I know.
I open that cabinet and it like
and it's like
fire.
Yes, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Anyway, so you're going to Florida. Is
I
that going to
am.
affect our
Oh yeah, we can't pod next week.
we got to figure something out. We got to make one before you go or something.
Ramsey's
But-
saying, "Yay." Are we taking a break? I don't know.
I don't know.
We might go
We're on a break.
We're on a break.
But you're
Going to Florida with the sharks and the rip currents and the dengue fever.
Yep.
Why are we going to Florida?
Get your bug spray before you go, because the moment they're like dengue fever, you get there, you can't find bug spray.
I know.
There is none.
I have bug spray. I have those
patches,
citronella patches. And I'm just gonna
stay inside.
I'm gonna smack mosquitoes while we're there.
I will say, when I have a spray tan, mosquitoes don't bother me. They love me.
They don't like me any, but I'm more worried about my kids.
Yeah, get them spray tans too.
Everybody gets a spray tan. Yeah. Tanya,
you'll go
spray tans all around.
You'll go be in the most tan family.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not like freaking out enough to be like, I'm not going to Florida, but the dengue fever is a little worrisome.
Yeah, it's kind of like the red tide and the flesh-eating thing in the water.
The
like
amoebas, the brain-eating amoeba.
No, the flesh-eating one. They've had a flesh-eating one.
In Florida?
I think so.
Why are we going to Florida? Florida is a cesspool of death.
Florida is like the snakes and the gators and the
sharks, ocean. Mosquitoes.
Yeah, I could talk about sharks forever. They're
Shark
really
Week
like
is over.
Yeah, but I watched one. They're really ramping up, like all over the place. Like apparently, like the great white sharks were like nearly
extinct.
Yeah, and
taken out.
Which I'm
fished
like,
so
I had to be like, why? How? What? Who's?
We fished them to death. Killed them.
Insane. Well, now there's like a shitload of them.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
Yeah, and that one, but I forget. I don't even know if they said what it was, but the bait fish are moving. The food is moving, and the sharks are following.
Yeah.
And it's all moving in, I don't know if it's water temperature, like global warming, water temperatures are higher. Because like last year it was record ocean temps, a lot of places, Florida included. Do you remember when we were in Anna Maria? That water, like the week after we left was like stupid hot, like record temp. So I don't know what's causing it. I don't either. Yeah.
I don't either.
There's
crazy.
Lots of sharks.
Just try to come home.
I'm gonna.
That's all I got to say. Don't leave me here with just my husband.
Ramsey.
Yeah, please.
Don't worry. I won't.
Anyways, that's all. Like, follow, and subscribe to our channel
and our TikTok.
Please.
Thanks.
Bye.
See you next time.